Hello and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Vicky and I create a lot of food content. I also do shopping hauls and recipe ideas, but this week I'm going to take you through what we eat typically as a family of 5, including myself, my husband and our 3 teenage sons. I do get sick of the same question night after night, what's for dinner, and I really do struggle to come up with ideas, so hopefully this will help some of you guys. Let's go and have a look at some of the things we've been eating recently. So I had one of these boil in the bag or roast in the bag chickens in the freezer. Thing is, it's frozen solid and I need it quicker than the 3.5 hours that Google tell me it's going to take to cook from frozen. I'm perfectly happy cooking chicken from frozen. A lot of people say they don't do it. If you Google it, it's perfectly safe and I've always done it, but I wanted to show you. I'm actually going to do it in the pressure cooker. Apparently this is only going to take 1 hour. Not only am I cooking a frozen chicken, I'm also cooking one that's supposed to be kept in the bag, but I'm just breaking all the rules today. I've put my chicken in, it's got stuffing in as you can see already. I've just added some garlic granules, a little bit of salt and about 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to put my lid on, put it on high, and then I'm going to give it an hour, and then if I want the skin to crisp up I'm going to pop it in my air fryer for about 10 minutes just to get the skin nice and crispy. But I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for yet. I think I'm going to shred it up so I don't really need the skin. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that you are perfectly fine to cook a whole chicken from frozen. You could do this in a pressure cooker or in the oven. Always do what you think's best, but I'm going to pop this in and I'll show you it when it's done. So the chicken is cooked. It took 60 minutes on high and it's literally falling off the bone. It's completely white all the way through, so it's 100% cooked, but it's so tender. I'm not going to crisp up the skin because I don't want the skin. I'm actually going to use this in a curry, but you can just see how easily it all falls off the bone. What a really good way. And then I've got all that stock left in there and a leg that fell off, so I can use that as well. Only took an hour from frozen solid. So I've shredded off my chicken and popped it into my pan, and then I've also fried off some onions to go with it. I'm going to use this Mayflower curry sauce. But what I've done is I've used the liquid that came out of the chicken, like the stock that I cooked it in. So that was salt, garlic granules, and then all the juices from the chicken. I'm going to heat that up and I'm actually going to mix the curry powder in with that so it gives it a bit more flavour. I've cooked some potatoes because you have to have potatoes in this curry, it just tastes so good. And I'm going to add some frozen peas and that will be it. So I'm just going to heat this up, and if I need to add a little bit more liquid I would just add a little bit of boiling water to it. But I'm going to make my curry sauce and then just pile it all in there with some peas and we're done. So I've made my curry sauce just by adding my powder into the stock, and doing it this way has given it so much more flavour than the Mayflower curry sauce normally has. It's a really nice curry sauce, but adding in the stock that I cooked the chicken in, like this, with the salt and the garlic granules and all the juices from the chicken and the lovely stuffing and everything, it's made it 10 times better. So all I've got to do is put all this together now and heat it through. So here we are served up. I didn't have any frozen peas and I've literally just been to the shop, so I'm really annoyed, but never mind. So we've got our potato and chicken curry with onions and Mayflower sauce and some, not air fried, pressure cooker rice. So I'm just preparing a roast dinner. We got these bits in Sainsbury's, well these are actually from Lidl. We got these for £1. We got some carrot baubles, I think they were £1 as well. And then we got these in Sainsbury's and they've been in the freezer. So we've got a Brussels sprout and leek gratin. This was, how much were you? £4.50 down to £2.25, but £4.50 was already reduced, I believe. This potato dough from Mars was £3.50 down to £1.75, but originally they were twice that price. Potato, carrots, made the bread sauce, turkey's in the oven, and I'm doing some peas and some more carrots. For tonight's dinner I have done some marinated chicken breast with some homemade wedges and some salad with feta on top. The chicken I marinated in tikka curry powder, tomato puree, lime juice, some cayenne pepper and some garlic granules. The wedges I just chopped up, I soaked them in water to get rid of the starch, and then I just put some spray oil, garlic granules, onion granules and some salt on those and did those in the air fryer. And the salad is just salad, lettuce, cucumber, onion and some peppers. And that is what we've got for dinner tonight. So I realised I hadn't made Scotch eggs for a really long time, and I did my usual pork mince Scotch eggs with panko breadcrumbs. I was really disappointed this time because I way overboiled my eggs. I much prefer a softer centre, but you can't win them all and they still tasted good. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner, and I have done some chicken shawarma. So I have put some yogurt, some lime juice and some shawarma seasoning in a bowl, like a tub, and I've had this in there all day, this chicken breast. So dog's eating his dinner, that's what you can hear. I've also made some homemade flatbreads using the Greek yogurt and plain flour method, and I just lightly fry those in a griddle pan. I'm going to do some salad, some mint yogurt and some oven fryers as well. I've got these Aunt Bessie ones, and that is what we're going to have. I'm just going to pop this in the oven for about 25 minutes. So here are the flatbreads served up. We've got our shawarma chicken. I've done some feta cheese, lettuce, red onion, a homemade mint yogurt dressing, and I've also put some olives on as well. And the boys are having 2 flatbreads. They're also having some chips, some of these Aunt Bessie home style ones, which actually look really nice. And yeah, this is what we're having for dinner tonight. And I thought I'd film my one because I put loads of coriander and some chilli sauce on, and I think it looks nice. So for this dinner I had various prawns that needed using up in the freezer. So some of them were king prawns in a Thai sauce, and some of them were skewers with like a garlic and herb sauce. So I cooked them in a pan together. I also boiled some rice, and then I drizzled the sauce over the rice and added some nice crusty warm bread and butter, and this went down a real treat. It's not often that we only have seafood, but it was really, really good. So one of my free loyalty gifts from Lidl's was a massive sack of potatoes. So I decided to make potato skins. I really crisped up some bacon, mixed this with some grated cheese, some finely chopped onion, and mixed it in with the potato. I also added some soft cheese like a Philadelphia, seasoned this and popped it back in. This then went in the oven topped with grated cheese, and we just served this with some salad and some balsamic dressing. A really good way to use up potatoes. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner. Well, actually I've started tonight's dinner ages ago. So I've made chilli this morning. This is with pork mince and a load of other added bits in there. I also peeled a load of potatoes and chopped them up into chips. We've got red onion, red pepper and yellow pepper in there, and then I'm going to do salt and pepper chips with the chilli. We've got some sour cream, spring onions. So I'm going to parboil my potatoes, then I'm going to air fry the chips, then I'm going to fry them with the peppers and onions and this seasoning, and they come out really, really nicely. So I've actually decided to do my chips in here because I thought, what's the point of like half dirty in the air fryer and dirty in the air fryer and dirty in the pan. So I've parboiled my chips, just put some oil over them, and I sprinkled one of the sachets of the salt and pepper over the top. I'm going to give these like 10 minutes. Then I'm going to add in my onions and peppers, sprinkle the other sachet over them and maybe give them a little bit more oil, and then I'm going to give them like another 10 or 15 minutes until it's all cooked together, because there's really no point in half cooking them and then cooking them in a pan. So I'm going to try it that way instead, less washing up. I've taken the crisper plates out of my air fryer because then the seasoning, they'll sort of sit in the oil and the seasoning rather than it all fall through. So I'll show you it when we are ready to eat. So here are the chips done. I've put them in for probably about 35 minutes in the end, so I put so many in here. So I'm just going to serve it up and then I will show you. Come out really well. So here we are served up. It doesn't look as good on camera. I think it's the lights, but it looks much better in person. Put the chilli in the middle. I've also got sour cream and grated cheese to go on the top, and some fresh chilies.